This week, Fiends watched
Matrix Resurrections.
hot off the press for HBO Max and in theaters also.
And we do not know what each other thought.
Why would we?
I don't know. We don't talk. I kind of hate you.
I don't know why I'm here.
You don't know me, no?
What'd you think of the Matrix 4 Resurrection?
I didn't like the way I felt during watching this movie at all. I just didn't like this movie. I think it is a terrible movie to come back to after all these years. Just like name any franchise that's done that, especially during over COVID.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Like a box office smash, and we want to put like a lot of meat in the seats.
There's nothing unique about it. There's nothing classic about it. And I'm just going to say what everyone's thinking, but they're not saying it. Maybe someone else has said it, but guess what? If you're hearing it first, it's from my mouth, so Mikey won't get in trouble. These movies were better when it was the Wachowski brothers. Mikey, what did you think about The Matrix Resurrections?
Okay, I'm not gonna get into that part of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's true, though. It's true.
Yeah. I am a fan of The Matrix 1, basically. The other ones I saw one time and never saw them again. So I like the first one. So I didn't give a shit about this one. But we were like, let's watch it and let's do it. Let's fuck it, right? So I'm telling you, I had no expectation. COVID. I had no expectations for it. And first 30 minutes, I'm like, oh shit, this is cool. They're doing some meta stuff. There's a video game trilogy of The Matrix, and it's basically the movies.
This cannot be another reboot, retread.
You say Matrix. This is what they see.
So I go, oh, that's cool. They can comment on all this stuff that's been going on for the past 20 years about The Matrix, what people like about it, what people don't like about it. I love meta stuff, as I'm sure you do too. So, I like the first 30 minutes. And then all of a sudden, it kicks into the actual story of the movie, and I fucking fell asleep. I didn't fall asleep, but I wanted to fall asleep, and I hated the rest of it. I just hated the rest of it. I think it should have been so different. But the first 30 minutes, I was like, I was looking around. I was watching by myself, but I'm looking around going, this is actually kind of good. I kind of like this. So I was kind of pissed that it just took a nosedive into a goo thing, a goo pod. You know what I'm saying?
Goo pod.
And then never woke up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on the meta stuff.
You better be.
I am.
Thank
and again, I was actually with the ride for a little bit.
Okay.
And that's the beginning. I was with that. I go, what are they going to do? How are they going to make it so that the audience is going to say, wow, The Matrix is back, and how are they going to intertwine it? Like, how is Neo, how's everyone back?
How's Neo? How's he doing, right?
Yeah, how's he doing?
What's up with him?
Because he died at the end of the third one.
He did. He's all fucking...
Dead. D-E-D, dead.
Yeah, man.
And then they bring him back. So I just wanted to see how they're going to do it. And, man, this just lacked action. It lacked story. It actually lacked the heart that you see in number one.
Yeah, not much heart in the first one. It's okay,
Sorry, heart of the filmmakers.
Sure.
In one.
I agree. I think the number one. I agree with you on all that.
Thanks.
It had action. But horrible action. Some people, and maybe I'm crazy, I fast forwarded through the action parts. That's how sick I am. I don't give a shit about the action. Even in the first Matrix, I rewatch and I'm like, all right, yeah, the choreographed fighting is cool. But this one, the action was so bad. I'm an hour and there's another fight. I'm going, I don't care. Get me to the parts that I need to know. That's how much I didn't care, and I thought it was bad action. And I think there's a reason for it. This is the first time that Lana Wachowski has directed the action scenes in The Matrix. The other one had an action directing crew. So she insisted on directing them, and you can tell they're just not good, man.
No. It's when you're looking at this I think she didn't want to focus on the action or the fighting because it's not there's no good fight sequences in this movie.
But that's because she directed them, is what I'm saying.
Right. But what I'm saying is I don't think she was like, oh, you know what, this is going to be another Kung Fu Matrix.
Okay.
I don't think that was the point. And she didn't have the team to do it. The guy who did all the choreography went on to go do, I want to say Shang-Chi and decided not to do this. Maybe they didn't even call him. Who the fuck knows?
Maybe not.
Maybe they didn't call a lot of people. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows?
But it just, I wanted to see something. I wanted to see something that made me feel like number one again.
Okay.
And I didn't. I didn't feel
either.
anything that had to do with because look, whenever they're rehashing a series, right, and they're going to come out with another one.
Hash browns, you're saying?
Another hash brown,
Hash
right?
browns, okay.
For me, I always think back to the original.
Yeah, you have
right?
to.
You have to, right?
You gotta do
Another
it.
Terminator comes out, I'm going like, yeah, or T2 also, but sure. But I'm always going back to the original. So I'm going,
You have to.
what's going to suck in? What's going to suck in the suckies
Yes.
from the original series? And I don't think anything in this sucked it. The only thing that did suck in
Yep. What?
was just the relationship between Neo and Trinity. Like, that's it.
So if you guys haven't read, that's the reason why she wrote this movie, basically, was that her parents died. And this was a way, and that's why the other sister did not participate in it, because she said, I've just transitioned and now I'm dealing with this heartache. The last thing I want to do is go back to something that I did before. So the other sister said, I'm doing the opposite. And she put the anger, the pain, the what's the word? What's another word? What's the other word for missing? Come on, what's that word?
Adjective.
Yeah, what's that word? It's like the longing, right?
Good
of
one,
the
dude.
relationship
Good
that she
one.
had with her parents. So that's why I'm going to put that with Neo and Trinity, right? But I feel like in the original, I don't know about the sequels, but like Neo and Trinity, that was like 5% of it. That wasn't the heart of the movie. The heart of the movie was you're with Neo and he's the quote unquote one, and he's this normal guy taken into this crazy idea, and you're him. You're following with him. You're not watching this as a love story. So I don't know. Maybe people feel different, but I feel like they didn't go back to what made the Matrix good. Maybe that's impossible. Maybe the Matrix came out at a perfect time. Maybe it hadn't been done before like that. The internet, an idea of a false reality. So maybe it was impossible to go back and capture what the original one did. I don't know.
And I think the excuse for the video game, although it's a good idea, I go, oh, okay, that's cool. In this world, there's in the new Matrix, I guess you should call it, right?
Yeah.
That there's the video game. But man, I'll tell you what pisses me off about
What?
that, Mikey.
What?
Is that they don't ever show gameplay from this Matrix in this Matrix. It's just cutscenes. What video game is it? You're showing me just cutscenes. I wanted to see Neo do something, but it's a video game version of him, so that way
Yeah.
it looks like it's a video game. Because let's be honest, the game's supposed to be from 1999, Mikey. It's supposed to be, how shitty that game's gonna look. It's gonna look like the first Grand Theft Auto. I'm just saying.
Matrix, but it could be all different because it's in the Matrix, is what I'm
It's
trying to
not
say.
real. I get it.
So I'm just saying it could be crazy, but I agree with you on that.
You know what I mean?
How can you, and it's not like they didn't have money. This shit was like almost $200 million budget.
The most expensive Matrix to make.
How do you not have show a couple, I don't know, show a couple, like you said, a couple quick things of
Him fighting the
old-
Smiths.
Sure, right, great. But the idea that they were just like, oh, we're gonna say it's a video game, and people are going to they're gonna accept that, oh, everything in the movie was in the video game. That's impossible. Like, a movie is not a video game. So I agree with you on that. I looked past that because I didn't know they were going to do that. So I was impressed that they did a meta thing where, oh, he's a video game developer. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Now they're commenting on the Matrix. So I actually did like that. I kind of looked past the details of it, I guess.
Now, maybe you can clarify this. Maybe you can't. I don't know. But when they're showing the boardroom and the meta scenes and they're talking about, well, no, it needs to be guns. The Matrix is all about
Bullet time.
bullet time. Okay, each character would say almost the same thing a few times. Like, almost the exact same thing a few different
You
times.
say Matrix to anyone. You say Matrix. Allow me to sum up our goal in a single word. Bullet time. Bullet time.
That's 2 words.
Yes.
Is that just because they're trying to pound home that, executives are probably, going about the making of the new one, making fun of that?
Maybe they were like, hey, it's a glitch in the Matrix. You know what I mean? Just like us. See, that's why we're doing this whole thing, guys.
That's why
'cause-
we're doing this?
Yeah. No.
Bullet time. Bullet time.
I have
right?
zero idea.
Then I'm like, oh,
No idea.
or is it like multiple versions and it's repeating itself? Because that fucking Oracle always said in the first 3, it's going to repeat himself. Even I think the last line of the third one is, "We will see Neo again," and it's just like,
fuck the Oracle, dude. Fuck the Oracle.
she died though. In real
So
life.
this
Rest in peace.
movie, you have the kind of cool opening that like I was on board with. Then you get it just comes to a halt when Neo goes back into the real world. And you get an old Jada Pinkett Smith. And then you get this whole story to me that bogged it down. It just said, oh my God, wait, we're back in this like stupid, I don't know. That's where the sequels went and I didn't like all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like that. So I think the real gritty world of the first Matrix is way better. Like, and can we just talk about the way this movie looks, man?
Oh, please. I've been waiting to talk about it.
CW show. That's what I'm trying to
No,
say,
it
man.
really does. You know what
It's
it looks
so
like?
bad.
It looks like, and look, look, you're not giving a lot of credit to CW. No, I'm just kidding. CW sucks. But HBO, like the way I was looking at this, I go, man, you know what? This looks like if they did, imagine they did Matrix Resurrections 6-part miniseries.
Yeah, this is what it would look like.
There you
Yeah,
go.
good point.
But it's just, pumped into a movie. And I'm going, man, for the most expensive, now is the first digital one, everything else is on film. So
Doesn't matter though, because you can
replicate.
does not matter.
No, you can make it look
There
gritty.
are films that are shot digitally that do not look. I'm just saying you can make
100%.
it look way better. Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's like it's a transitional thing where it's like, hey, I want this to look different than the original, right? Why not?
Transitional.
Yeah, it could be. Make it look different. Like, yes, we are doing a fourth one, but they're so different than the original 3. I want to make it look the way it does.
Well,
I don't like the way it looks.
Yeah, I would understand that if the first 30 minutes was that, and then the rest of the movie didn't look that way. So it was like, oh, when you're in that Matrix, it looks newer. The colors are brighter. It looks like more like a TV show, flat. And then when they went into the Matrix, into the real world, then you would go back to that gritty, dark green lights, harsh light. Maybe
That would've been
then,
cool.
but no, it's like the entire movie is this. So
Right.
yeah, so I hated all that shit. I just wish they had never done this. I guess is the best way to put it. But again, I'm not a giant Matrix fan. I'm just not. I like the first one, and that's it. I've only probably watched it 5 to 8 times in my life, probably, you know? And I'm not, the sequels I didn't give a shit about, I watched them, see you later. I'm not a big Matrix person, so I didn't have I wasn't excited for this. I don't know, I think when the trailer came out, I texted you like, dude, this does not, this looks garbage.
No,
the
you said it
trailer
looks
looks like garbage.
You said it looks like a parody. And I said,
parody.
You're totally right.
Exactly.
It looks like an SNL skit.
SNL skit.
And it really does.
So bad, man.
See,
so bad.
I saw all 3 in theater, and it was like a me and brother Rob thing. We just went to them, right? Opening weekend, boom. And I think you and I are like most of the world where they go, oh, 2 and 3, ugh. But to me, one's flawless. So
Yeah, I don't know about flawless.
I
It's a
think
good
it's
movie.
flawless.
It's a good
I think
movie.
it is.
Yeah,
I think it's
a good movie.
flawless for what it was doing. I think it's flawless.
I don't
That's
think
me.
it holds up as well. I rewatched it, and I think it's so 1999. Like I rewatched The Matrix recently, the past like 5 months.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's a good watch, but I think some things are dated about it. I really do. I think some things were so fresh. That's why we really love them. But I don't know, man. Again, maybe it's just me that I'm not a Matrix person, so I don't love that world. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the storytelling in one was flawless.
Okay, I respect your opinion.
Thanks.
I'm not. No, dude. 100%.
I
can
think
say
it
it's
was
flawless.
really fucking good. But so yeah, I mean, the reason I brought up going to see them, it's like,
Why'd you do that? Why'd you bring that up?
Because I was always excited for them, but my excitement died after the third one. So just like
Well, you're not going to get any more. How the fuck can you be excited?
excited for when the trailer came out.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't. My whole point was I have no faith.
Yeah.
We were even technically like, dude, it's probably going to be garbage.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
guess what? It is. It's a dump.
Yeah.
This movie is a dump. And I think most of the world is with our opinion.
I don't know. I think it's split pretty
think
much.
it's 50-50?
Yeah, I was going to IMDb user reviews. It's pretty split. 60-something% on Rotten Tomatoes. The critic score and audience are one off. So I think it wasn't. I do think people love the Matrix. I'm just saying they
Yeah,
love the
people do.
Matrix.
See,
So
that's the
anything
thing.
that's going to be taking them back to that world, and I feel like this could have been way worse. I did like the first 30 minutes. So
Wait, you felt like it could have been? This could have been. Oh, it could have been way worse.
This
than
could have
we
been
got. Oh,
way
yeah,
worse.
No, for sure.
if you minus, I just think to me, if you minus all of that stuff in the first 30 minutes that like winks at you and lets you know, we know that we're rehashing this movie that's 20 years old. We
Yeah.
know what everybody says about the Matrix. We're in on it with you, right?
Yeah.
That's what I really respected and liked about it. The rest I hated. So I was expecting the whole movie to be minus that 30 minutes. So I'm just saying that first chunk got me in to go, okay, at least you're kind of with us a little bit, right? You're not just fucking banging us with a fucking, with a wet dildo here. Or dry dildo. Sorry, dry one.
God. How'd you feel about Keanu's performance? Because I think he's just so stuck in his way.
Yeah,
That he didn't feel like Neo. He just felt like Keanu being Keanu.
I remember this. I still know Kung Fu.
I've said this before. I don't think Keanu's a good actor, so
Right.
he's good in Bill and Ted, and he's
Sure.
good in John Wick. He doesn't have to really do much. So yeah, it was fine. I didn't really have anything against it. So
Let's talk about the
yeah.
characters in general, just really quick.
All right, yeah, sure, go.
Okay. Forget like Trinity because she's just always, Carrie Mulligan, whatever. How'd you feel about your boy, I always fuck his name up, Yala Abdul Mateen playing Morpheus and or Agent Smith? That part was fucking weird.
He was fine. I had no problems with the performance. I thought it was okay. I didn't have any, fine.
Some part of you remembered what was real.
There wasn't anything that stood out where I was like, oh my God, man. No, it was all just, okay, fine.
He's a little jokey, too jokey
Sure.
for me. I know that's how they wrote him.
That's the movie. That's what I'm saying. That's the tone of the movie. Exactly. That's the tone of the movie.
I would have
That's the
liked
tone of
to
the
seen
movie.
Larry Fish back in there. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, absolutely.
It would have been fantastic if he.
Larry
They might not even asked him. I don't know.
Well, so here's the story. I know we're gonna round out here, but
You got a story?
well, no, it says this on I'm like IMDb or something. It says he was asked in like a Collider interview, why are you not in this? He goes, that's not a question for me. That's a question for Lana Wachowski. I was never asked, and I'm like, oh, fuck you, dude, or fuck you, woman. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So
Dude can be both, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So he wasn't even asked.
that's the story, man.
That's a
I
horse of a
met him in a
different color.
Ralph's when I was living in LA, so
No
I
way.
should have got his number and said, hey man, can I get your number? Because I'm gonna have a question for you in about 7 years. You know,
Just in case.
just in case, man.
Wow.
So,
All right.
Yep.
Okay. It would have been cool to see him though, because
of course.
you think Matrix, you think Trinity of people, right?
Yeah, and I didn't like how Morpheus's glasses had the things on them. You know,
Dude, I didn't
it's
like
like take them
either.
off, man. You
I
need
don't-
just the lenses.
I don't like that. Do the classic look.
No fucking whatever these are called.
Sure.
You know,
Ear holders.
ear holders. Yeah, absolutely, man. I
But
love
no,
it.
it's a rehashing, right?
Yep.
It's a transition,
It's a
Mikey.
hash-
We
it's a
have
hash
to do new
brown of it,
things.
dude.
It's
It
a hash
sucks.
brown. But yeah,
Sucks,
I mean, to
man.
be honest
Yep.
though, after he, when things start to unravel,
Mm-hmm.
personally, because I was I was no longer invested. I'm no longer following it. I go, I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
too. Me
I don't
too.
know why they're
Gave
back.
up.
I understood that the machines rebuilt them because
Gave
their
up.
love's going to power them. I go,
Yep.
what
No.
about the 18 billion
Let's
bodies
stop.
powering you?
Yeah, let's stop. Let's stop. It was
And I
clear.
was out.
It was
I was
clear. I was out. It was clearly the story makes no sense. I have no idea what's going on when it comes to like the details of it. I have no clue. I got the basic gist of stuff, but yeah,
Sure.
I was like, oh, I don't not know. Like, don't ask me why. I don't fucking know, right? So yeah, at the end of the day, man, just major disappointment, unneeded. And if there was a reason and a story to tell, pass the torch, like a new something like that, then I would get it more. It would still be like a predictable blockbuster reboot, pass the torch, okay. But at least it would have been like a reason to do it. This was just like, oh, why? I don't know, just money,
I guess.
money, mud. You know?
Guess, right? Like, I don't think he even did that well at the box office.
Well, I'm saying the studios making a movie, they're not going to predict how much money they make.
No,
But
sure.
I'm saying the reason they make a movie, Michael, is to make the money. See what I'm saying?
The money is theirs.
That's my point. I'm just saying the reason that they made it was for money. They didn't say,
sure.
"Oh, Lana Wachowski, you're going through a tragedy. Here's $200 million to form that tragedy of your parents dying into a weird story of a reboot of a movie that was good and the two were bad after from 20 years ago." Just put that all together and it'll make sense, man.
Yeah. Well,
All
hey,
right.
look, she made it. You know,
She made it, dude.
The other one wasn't there with her, the other sister.
Nope.
And this is what we got, and
That's
it's just gonna be in the bottom of the barrel of my mind for forever now.
Yeah, done, man. Let's just let's come up with some new stories. Let's
Yeah,
come
do
up with
some
some
new
new
stories.
ideas. Let's come up with just new Matrix stuff. Like not I'm saying a new thing like the Matrix. The Matrix was so new and so fresh. Let's get some more of those things coming.
Right.
Instead of just rehashing old ideas. Think of something new and make it awesome. The Matrix was nothing in 1998. You know what I'm saying? No, and then boom, it comes and kids shoot up the school. Like that's just the way our society functions. So let's do that again, minus the
Please.
school shootings, is what I'm trying to say.
Those are gonna happen anyway, though, Mikey.
Yeah, but we don't want them to be influenced by
Because of a movie.
influential movies.
Good point, good
So
point, good
that's it. All right, scores, dude. Score it
Yeah,
up.
let's give a fucking score. You gotta go first.
Oh, I have to go first. Yeah, I'm gonna give this movie a 4.5. What about
Okay.
you?
I'm gonna give it a flat 4.
Flat 4.
Flat 4,
Oh,
as I did
shit,
in
dude.
IMDb.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We already talked about the budget. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
But guys, it's on HBO Max. Do you recommend it?
If you're I'm not a Matrix person, so if you're a Matrix person, watch it. Sure, it's another one. You know, I think people don't. You know, they don't give a fuck what I have to say. They don't fucking care.
You think they give a fuck what I have to say?
No, I'm just saying I didn't want to speak for you. I don't think they give a shit if I recommend it or not. They're gonna watch it. I like to think that because I don't give a shit what other people say. I'm gonna watch a movie if I'm gonna watch a movie.
I like to think there's at least one viewer who watches YouTube who goes, I actually do respect their opinion. I think there is.
Well, no, that's different than like I'm saying.
Respect their opinion on if they're going to watch it.
If
or
it,
not.
yeah, exactly. I hate the recommend stuff. I just think
Okay.
it's so worthless.
Okay.
You?
Oh. No. I just
Oh,
don't,
okay.
No, just
Oh,
don't even.
no,
No,
don't,
Just,
no,
yeah. Oh, you've seen. No. Just let the first one live in your memory, and that's what you got.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
this one.
Fuck the
this one.
albino dreadlock guys. You know what I'm saying?
Number
the translucent
two, I
dreadlock
mean,
guys.
Yeah, what was up with that?
Stop that.
Yeah.
Let's stop it.
Well, they did stop.
All right. Well, listen. We had a glitch in the Matrix, but we fixed it.
Oh, dude, sunglasses.
Got it. Perfect. And black hats
We're
and
bu-
black
dude.
shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Right over my head.
Wow. It's my partner over there, dude. My partner in real estate and my partner in life.
Goddamn right.
Honey to my vinegar. So that's it, right?
That's all we got.
Thanks for, getting unplugged by the watch one more time.
As always.
We're going to be back next time with something that doesn't star Keanu Reeves.